You're okay.
Don't go too far.
All right, thanks for coming. We'll throw it out to some questions.
Did you have a 49? Is that him separating himself in the room, or?
That's a lot of options at the weight and a lot of hesitation when we're competing. The other thing is, you know, Mark Baldwin will be at 141 for the Midlands, and if he weighs in at 49 on weight, he runs out of time mathematically. So he can weigh in at Iowa State. Mathematically, he'll be down to 141 by December 29th. But a little spark there, maybe. We just want to see who's going to come out and score points and hold up. And we did one, but we got work to do in the other.
Coach, you won 9 out of 10 matches. Pleased overall, or never pleased?
Here's the thing. I mean, got to be careful how I say this. We're going to get slowed down. We're not going to get a wide open match. We're going to get guys that are hanging on a wrist like tonight. You saw the Illinois the other night, and this is going to be all over the wire. So yeah, I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is that we let it happen to us. And as a competitor, as a wrestler, there has to be so much awareness. And I'm just not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let that happen to me as a wrestler. And if it does happen, make adjustments that quick. And so a guy's hanging on my wrist, I clear, hangs on my wrist again, I clear and I go, and then the match is, you know, it's all under control. Because you just, there's no hesitancy, there's no hanging. So, you know, we're going to get slowed down if we allow ourselves to get slowed down. So am I happy, you know, the score, you know, Mike Evans, he didn't allow himself to get slowed down, I like that. You know, wham, double leg, turn, throws the power half in. And good night, that's what we like.
Tom, what was the difference between Gambrel in the third period versus the first two?
What was the difference?
Yeah.
You are an astute wrestling fan and reporter, you know what the difference was. Are you asking me for insight into psychology? Or are you asking me, did he slow down?
Your opinion.
My opinion is the same as 6,000 fans out there and yours. And we have work to do. The difference is that Gambrel is embracing that work. He's been off the mat for a long, long time. I'm going to defend him. Be careful where you go with that question.
Grant at 197, is that where we're going the rest of the year, Coach?
That's up to Grant. And right now, that's what we're seeing.
Is that where we're going to see him at the Midlands?
Right now, that's what we're looking at.
Thank you.
Is there a confidence thing with McDonough, or is he just...
He looks a little slow, maybe, and again, it's guys slow and hanging. I mean, he's in deep on a shot. And you know, the guy does a whip and a kick, and the guy was hustling there, and we lose it. And you know, it's a little bit of positioning, but it's also, you know, letting guys hang around too long. And he does it to himself maybe a little bit. And I think we got to open things up a little bit more on the, like we can cut guys. And I think when we win that match, 10-1, is that right? Where's that match at?
Yes,
Okay.
10.
So I think we can, you know, you can get to the end of the match and you can blow it open a little bit, but you got to be aware. If guys are hanging on your legs or hanging on your wrists, it'd be hard to really separate the gap.
Ramos this year, he's a true 33 this year. Was he kind of stuck a little light last year? Did he spend the offseason?
I don't think so. I think he's a seasoned wrestler and very hungry. And we like that. And he likes it. He's been able to put a string together, a long string, without interruption in his training. I mean, I'm talking about months and months and months and months. And he's pretty self-motivated, so it really adds up.
Talk about the next 2.5, 3 weeks, you know, before the Midlands. What kind of work will you guys be doing in the room and preparing?
Well, we have a little bit of a break, and we have to address some issues. We will address them. We have finals next week, Got Midlands coming up the 29th, and we're gonna find out a lot more on where we're at in national terms, I think. And I'm looking forward to the Midlands, and I know our guys are too. We had a huge letdown there last year, and we got it ironed out, but we don't wanna have to deal with letdown. We'd rather be bulletproof approaching that. Then we got Oklahoma State coming to town after a duel at Indiana. So a lot of wrestling, even though we got a little bit of a break here, but I'm not sure that we have seen our best lineup. And I'm talking, you can puzzle piece in there what you've seen this year, and I still don't know. You could put the best scenario, what your opinion is, and I still think that we haven't seen our best lineup, and I think we're getting closer.
It looked like Derek St. John was in some serious pain. Did that impress you to shake that off and get away?
Impressive to me. You know, one leg. Meet the guy in one leg. Gutsy. So we're building toughness there in December. That's a good thing.
Were you at all worried that he wasn't going to be able to finish?
You really learn to not worry about those things. It's like you let the trainer make his evaluation. I asked the trainer what the deal was, and it was his call, and he said, yeah, he's riding the hell out of me. That's what our trainer said. And can he protect himself? He thought so, and he did that. But he's going to be sore. I mean, when ligaments pop, they're awful sore the next morning.
How many guys are in play for 49? How many will you take in Midlands?
Well, we're limited because we have, you know, only so many spots to go to Midlands. We're going to solve that this week in the practice room, and when I say this week, I'm talking about next week. And we'll take 2 or 3. Brody Grothus is going. He'll go as a true freshman unattached. And then Mike Kelly will go. And then after that, we may have room for one more. Mark Ballwig will be at 41, so maybe Jake Ballwig, maybe Jeva, maybe Ethan Owens. I mean, there's a lot of names there. So, you know, I can name 7, like, rapid fire.
Kelly will be down 49 by then.
He can mathematically, yeah. He's been down, and he's done a good job with his weight coming down, and he was 31/100ths of a pound, 0.31 tonight. So couldn't mathematically make it. Otherwise, he would have got the nod for sure. Looking good in the practice room. He still, I mean, when I say looking good, he's made the weight and he can hold up. I mean, don't take that to the bank that he's a world beater. I don't make those kind of predictions.
Anything else?
Was it good to see Montel go with what was working rather than try and force things on top?
I think he may have forced things more on his feet. Go with what's working, and that's use your quickness, your fake in and out, and then let 2 hands fly. Boom, boom, or boom. And it was better, more pace, but I think he can really let things fly more. Like deep penetration type stuff. The guys just fall down.
Anything else? Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz.